I've been aiming to stop at the next water source, and I read that there was a lot of water and a wonderfully made bridge to cross over it. Well, Mother Nature had other plans for that, because there's a wonderfully made tree across the wonderfully made bridge. Finally on the Pinhoti Trail, because this one's been a long time coming, and this trail has been very well marked so far, and you can tell that normally it's very well maintained. But with that said, not long before I started, we had a tropical storm come through here that apparently hit the trail and didn't just cross over, but kind of followed it on up north. So there are tons of blowdowns. I've seen some fresh cut trees, so thank you to the trail maintenance crews, because I feel like they go unappreciated, and you don't think about it when you just walk down a clear trail. You only think about it when you're grappling about going over blowdowns. But it's not even just the blowdowns, just with all the debris and pine straw and branches and sticks and stuff, sometimes it's hard to spot where the trail is going. So you've got to kind of like this right here. It's not the big blowdowns as much as this little stuff, but so you got to pay attention to the blazes. But other than that, this has been a really, really nice trail so far. Well, there's the blaze. So there's the pathway. It's like a jungle gym. Maybe I should backtrack. Let me go this way. Okay. It's a game of where's the next blaze? Did it get blown down to? If I were the Pinhoti Trail, where would I be? Thinking up. Aha! Wow. That's a lot to get around. Now you tell me the chances of this happening. 100% this time. I need to get more lock laces. This is sassafras, and it's a tree. This just happens to be a baby tree, but I like it, and I always look for it because it has 3 different types of leaves, so 3 different shapes. This one kind of looks like, if you can imagine it not having holes in it, it looks like kind of like a ghost, the head and the arms there. That's what I think of anyway. So these are the ghosts, and this is the single lobe leaf. So you got 3 lobes, 1 lobe, and then there is 2 lobes, and this one to me looks like a mitten. So there you have it, folks. Sassafras. If you see a tree with 3 different shaped leaves, 1 ghost, 1 mitten, 1 normal leaf, it's probably sassafras. And here is dead sassafras, so that actually is a ghost leaf. I come in peace. Are you a little boy? Yeah, I think so. You just been cut. Nope, maybe I see little udders. What is it? No, nope. Let's not be ugly. Nope. Be sweet. You sweet? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but you got them horns, and I know how you horned cows can be. I have dealt with y'all before. That was a tall one. So Randall, do you have anything in your pack that you wish you hadn't brought?
I guess I brought a tiny folding saw because I didn't know how bad it was going to be.
Yeah.
So far, I hadn't really needed it. Yeah, it's what are you going to do with a saw?
Uh-oh. It was a bad day for trail maintenance. I wonder how many colorful words were said when that happened. Last night was pretty cool. I got to camp with 2 other people, which I was not expecting, but the 2 fellows I camped with last night are Bourbon and Randall, and they didn't know each other either. We just all ended up in the same spot. But it was kind of cool, the differences, because Randall, this is pretty much his first long backpacking trip. He's going to be out here for a week. And then Bourbon is also a triple crowner and has done pretty much the same trails I have, plus the Colorado Trail. Anyway, we talked gear until we literally started falling asleep in our tent. So, but it was a nice surprise. I really didn't expect to get to camp with anybody. It's all good. It's all good. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, hey, puppy. The road walking section of this trail really wasn't bad to me, but I've kind of grown to like road walking. I think you can find little treasures along the way, talk to some of the locals, pet their dogs, find stores that have goodies at them. It's a change of pace, a change of scenery, and so I enjoyed it just fine. I am glad that I looked ahead at Gut Hook and saw that there were some aggressive, potentially, dogs in one particular section of the road walk, and that's really what made me decide not to bring Fancy May with me in this first stretch alone. They actually ended up being just fine. I feel like they're doing their job, coming out, scoping you out, letting somebody know that you're there. But Fancy May, with her little nervous self and not necessarily loving other dogs, she would not have handled that well. So, good call. Well, that was a nice fella. He asked me if I was going to do the road walk or not, and he was going to give me a ride. I'm telling y'all, folks around here seem pretty nice so far. I'd heard about how awesome Nathan and Kim with the Pinhoti Outdoor Center are before I ever met them the other day when they gave me a shuttle up to the trailhead. And the plan was that I was gonna stay with them last night. Then my family informed me that they were celebrating my dad's birthday that night because we had to delay it with him being hospitalized for a month. And given as we weren't sure that we were ever going to be able to celebrate another birthday with him, I thought that it was definitely worth the hour drive home. So I went on home, we sang happy birthday to Dad, he blew out his candles, opened some presents, we got some good family time in, and then I drove on back the next morning. And when they were about to shuttle me back to the trailhead again, I realized I forgot my trekking poles. So I figured, well, I'll just make a video about, you know, how you set up this new tent with branches instead of trekking poles when you forget them or break them or whatever. But Nathan came through for me and he's like, here, just take this extra set of lucky trekking poles that I have lying around. So anyway, props to Nathan. And I think that they're really gonna do great things for the Pinhoti community. Well, this has gotten tricky. Just came over all of that. It's a whole mess right here. Okay. Ooh. Now what? Oh. Now I'm gonna have to walk up there and get on that one and then hop over. That's what I'll do. Okay. Oh, my balance is not perfect right now. Okay. I've got this. Just don't think about it too much. Okay, I thought about it. Oh. Okay. Oh. La la la. Okay. Why is it that it looks easier from every angle? Because now that I look back there, well, yeah, that still does kind of look like a mess. Okay. Please don't break, you little branches. I really don't want to break my legs. Okay. Man, that's a lot farther down than it looked before. Oh, okay. All right, I guess. Oh, okay, I should probably put down my phone. There was probably some way to just go around all this, but then I'd have found a snake. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Look, there's little crawfish, and then there was a little newt or something that climbed up under that fluff there, but it's so neat how much is going on in just 9 square feet here. Oh. Oh. There's something big right there. Oh, Mac Daddy. They were probably wondering how it became daylight again so quick. And 20 minutes later, maybe I'll actually collect some water, which is what I came down here to do. That was close. The world's ending and we don't even know about it.
I just do not know.
I know, me too. I've been using this pack for 5 days now. This is my 5th day, so I've got some initial thoughts on it. So far, I would say overall, I think it's a decent pack. Most recently, the pack that I used was the budget pack on the Pine Mountain Trail, so it's far and above a more quality pack than that one for sure. The rigidity of the pack is nice. It's carried the weight that I've had well. To start with, when I weighed my pack at the Pinhoti Outdoor Center, it weighed right at 27 pounds. Now that's minus this big old honking camera I have. So I've probably had at most about 30 pounds or so on me at a given time. So it's definitely carried that just fine. The hip belt, I like it because it's padded yet not floppy. It's also rigid enough to just kind of hug your hips well, but still be comfortable. The hip belt pockets, man, those are so big and nice because I can put all my little electronics in it and have room for snacks on the other side. And the only thing I was a little iffy about at first, when I first packed it up, the mesh pocket, I call it the back mesh pocket, some people call it the front mesh pocket, the big old mesh pocket on the outside, it felt a little restrictive and not as big as I would like it to be, but even over the past 5 days and things seem to fit in there a little bit better. I think one of the coolest things about it is you can easily slide in 3 water bottles into the cup holder, so you don't have to worry about if you've got it on a longer water carry that it's going to be difficult to tote a bunch of water and access it easily. So that's kind of nice. The biggest thing that I personally would change right now about this pack is where I'm carrying my tent. I don't love having to fool with the tent every time I want to get in my pack. So I don't know if ULA can set up to where there are double loops on the bottom of this pack, but if that's an option, that's definitely what I should have done. But overall, it seems like a decent pack, and I'll give y'all a full-blown report when I get done. I'm looking forward to trying it back to back with my Gossamer Gear Mariposa pack because that one seems to be a really, really nice pack too. So I think just being able to use them like one day and one the next would really kind of tell me a little bit more about what works for me. I will be changing out gear a lot on this trail just to test different things back to back. But for now, I'm gonna keep trucking along. All right, maybe it'll be more graceful.